So this is Kimberly Jensen. She's the owner of Pangea Wellness Spa and Serene Physique. She graduated from Kind Concept Institute for Massage Therapy and Research in Fredericton in the year 2002. Kimberly opened her first clinic as a solo therapist shortly after graduating. Then she expanded and opened Serene Physique in 2007. So Kimberly, what would your average day be?
It starts early in the morning. The average workday starts as soon as I come into the clinic. We open up around shortly before 10 o'clock, and a lot happens on the run of a day. It depends on if it's a day that I'm at Serene or a day that I'm at Pangea. Right now I'm juggling 2 locations. So I see usually about 5 clients a day, and there's a lot of other things that I need to do aside from seeing my own clients. That's me as an entrepreneur working in my business, but me as an entrepreneur working on my business also entails a lot throughout the day of things like some admin tasks, which I now can delegate to our office manager who runs the front desk, which is fantastic. But that was part of what I had to do at one point. And then there's also things like marketing and advertising. As an entrepreneur, I wear a lot of hats. There's also HR. So when some of my staff, for example, if they've got issues or problems that need to be resolved, I've got to resolve those. Sick days, things like that. Covering shifts and that kind of thing. So there's a lot of moving parts that happen behind the scenes, as you would expect. So, and the day continues on even after I've closed the doors here in the clinic and gone home. The work continues because now you're doing things like social media marketing, responding to emails that you didn't get back to, and the work continues on into the evening. Like lots of cases, sometimes late into the evening.
When you were finishing school, did you know you were going to become an entrepreneur as soon as you finished?
I did. So before I was done, I had already set up my business plan and was able to qualify for a couple of business loans to help me in the journey, in the process, because when you're first starting out and you're a solopreneur right off the bat, there's a lot of expenses, and we still had bills that you have to pay and so on. So to help in that process, I was able to qualify for a couple of, one was a skills loans and grant type of grant, and the other was a business loan. And I knew right away, I guess when you're an entrepreneur, lots of times you tend to sort of suffocate under working for someone. And I did that for 5 years before I went to school to become a massage therapist. And I just knew that I always just wanted to work for myself. So I guess being in massage therapy gave me that outlet to be able to have my own clinic and to be able to grow it to whatever I wanted to over time. So that's where I'm the happiest. That's where I feel most productive.
Do you have any advice for anyone looking to become an entrepreneur?
Get a mentor. 100%. If you're looking at getting into entrepreneurship, I suggest to start now doing things like learning about entrepreneurship on things like we have the internet right at our fingertips, following people who are entrepreneurs through Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, any of those platforms, and always I would say get a mentor or a coach. Of course, a mentor is going to be somebody that's going to spend time with you and work with you kind of out of the goodness of their heart, because they want to see you succeed. A coach is someone that you will hire and pay to kind of help show you the blueprint to the success of your company. So, but I would suggest get a mentor. In someone's case, in St. John here, luckily we have things like Edge St. John, the what used to be Enterprise St. John, up there on King Street, and some of those different outlets for new businesses to learn how to take those steps. A business plan, definitely. I wouldn't start anything without a business plan. Learn sales, learn how to do sales. The biggest part of sales is communication. Proper communication is really important, so that's one thing that my mentor has educated me on. Body language, verbal, really good communicators become really good salespeople. Really good salespeople become really good business people. Really good business people become very successful. So those are just a few things that I might impart to somebody that wanted to get into entrepreneurship.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time.